Let's get it on!
This is the Suplah Wrestling Podcast.
Slap some meat.
The red.
Ah, the red. Champagne, renowned for its excellence.
Should we actually start this now?
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to another edition of the Suplah. It's Suplah Mania. Is it? It's not Suplah Mania.
Oh no, we
it's
fucked
after
it up,
Suplah
you know?
Mania.
It's the Suplah after Suplah Mania, but the last Suplah Mania we did was actually Suplah Mania 9, because I can't count. So, Suplah Mania 8 is the one that doesn't exist. Suplah Mania 9 was the one we did a few days ago.
And with me is Sam Brooks.
Hello, Suplah Mania 9, Raw after Suplah Mania 9, huh? Boy golly howdy, how many stories have we finished this past weekend, huh?
852.
1. The answer was 1. How did you get that wrong?
No,
Been building this for like 2 years.
One story, Sam.
Only one that matters.
R-Truth is champion.
Yeah?
The story is done.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was referring to, actually. R-Truth
Perfect.
captured the Red Tag Team Championships. And, the other ones got... no, actually, I'm feigning ignorance. I know exactly what happened all across the board this past weekend for WrestleMania. I watched all of Night 1, and I've watched about 50% of Night 2. How about yourself?
I have watched everything.
Every microsecond has been injected into the veins.
I watched the Hall of Fame. I
didn't even watch a Hall of Fame.
I wish I stopped watching it after Paul Heyman.
I mean,
No
wait,
offense.
Paul Heyman wasn't the main event of it?
No.
Who was?
The Rock's mum.
Well,
The grandma.
Of course.
I don't know. Some
Oh yeah, it was The Rock's grandmum. You actually got that completely wrong. The Rock's mum, firstly, is alive. And second of all, grandmother is probably more influential than his regular mum. So
I got confused there because so many mothers have been involved in storylines in the past.
Did he thank his mother like Mr. T? He
He
spent half an hour talking about his mum.
He didn't. He also got a weird title belt off of Muhammad Ali's widow.
Ah,
for some
yes,
reason.
the People's Championship. And I gotta say, what kind of fucking moron just makes a belt for themselves and just wears it? You have to be some kind of stupid to do that, right? None of us have done that.
No, I have never
Not
made a belt.
literally every one of a Suplah hasn't done that in the last
No,
10 years. No.
We never had a belt that was just passed around with predictions and then ended up in a bin. Literally, I ended up chucking it in a bin. I was like, I don't need this anymore.
Well, that was,
I'm
that was
reduced it.
terminated with cause, if you catch my drift. But there is something we have to address. And that is
Oh, what's that then?
the Predictions
Oh
Championship.
no, I can't remember what I said.
Well, you're
Oh,
about to go down memory lane, because I've got all of the results here, and we're going to have a look and see just how well, or how awful, some of us did.
This is
So-
going to make me sad.
We're going to kick things off, and we'll give our thoughts on the matches as I go down this list. We'll start with Night 1. Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch, which saw Rhea Ripley retain in a good match.
Yeah, it was good.
I rated it
And
4 stars, personally, on the star scale. It was serviceable. Not exactly groundbreaking, but it was still pretty good.
And Rhea Ripley's entrance was pretty good. So.
With Motionless in White, featuring Chris Motionless, or as wrestling Twitter likes to call him, Rhea Ripley last year.
Yep.
Twins.
What, does he normally dress up like that, or is that just because of Rhea Ripley?
It's a gimmick within the Motionless in White fandom, in that their looks haven't ever really changed. He's just kind of always looked like that.
Okay.
And it was a great performance, so can't be mad at that. Rhea Ripley retained. Am I happy with that choice? Not necessarily, for the reasons I said on the pre-show, but nevertheless, we're in this room now. You predicted that Rhea Ripley would win, and you have scored
Hey.
yourself 1 point. I predicted that Becky would win. So I have now lost 3 points.
Way!
So you're currently in the lead by 4 points.
Nice. See? I'm a genius.
But then,
Uh-oh.
we talk
I shouldn't have
about...
said that.
we talk about Gunther versus Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship, which saw Sami Zayn defeat Gunther, ending the reign at 666 days. Sami Zayn is your new Intercontinental Champion. What were your thoughts on this match?
Very good.
My match of the night, personally.
It's not my match of the night. But Sami Zayn can sell like he's made of paper mache.
He's always been great at it.
Yeah, and there was a really good match. They beat the shit out of each other, which is good.
It's good that they massively inflicted damage on each other. I was expecting that.
And the inclusion of his Sammy's wife, girlfriend, partner,
wife,
and kid. You know, it was a nice touch, and it was very, very good.
That special entrance they did for Sammy made me reconsider my entire viewpoint. I was of the belief that it should have been Chad Gable in this position, and I still sort of maintain that to a degree, but seeing that entrance... You know how I feel about
Chad Gable.
Yeah, I know. We all know this by now, but seeing that entrance there with Sammy in the hallway, with his family, talking to Chad, talking to Kevin, then coming out, the people love him. I can't even be that mad. I really can't be mad that Sami Zayn has won the Intercontinental Championship. The story is great, and he's probably going to lose it to Gable anyway, so I can't even be mad about it, if we're being honest. But, yeah, that was honestly my match of the night. I gave it 5 stars.
Fair dues.
But we both predicted Gunther would win.
Crap.
We both lost 3 points on that one.
But I'm still winning by 1 point, correct?
Perhaps. You predicted...
Oh, no, I didn't. That fake news.
You predicted that Chad Gable would walk out the champion, a la Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 9.
Why the fuck would I say that?
Because you're delusional. You're a Chad Gable stan, and you lost yourself a point because of it.
Fuck's sake.
However,
withdrawing.
I predicted 2 points that Gable would cost Sammy the championship. Which didn't happen, so I've lost 2 points.
Yes, I'm still winning, fam!
So you are still winning. You do still have a lead there. This next match makes me happy.
No, it's gonna make me sad.
Perhaps. This was the 6-pack ladder match for the Tag Team Championship, featuring The Judgment Day, DIY, Awesome Truth, A-Town Down Under, New Day, New Catch Republic, yes, that was it. I predicted 5 points, you predicted 1 point, that the Judgment Day would lose the titles. And that did happen because there was a split in the Tag Team Championships, with the Awesome Truth winning the red ones, and A-Town Down Under winning the blue titles. I'm going to call them red and blue because I can almost say for certain that they're going to rebrand these as WWE and World Tag Team titles now.
I feel like they're rebranding a lot of the belts. They really should.
It would be in line with the world titles and all the other ones, so it just makes more sense.
Yeah.
Bring back the old designs, fuck it.
Yep.
But yeah, I predicted 5 points for the Judgment Day would lose the championship, so I gain 5 points.
Oh, bollocks.
You only predicted 1. So you only gain 1 point. However, I also predicted Awesome Truth would win a set of titles. I got 1 point for that, and so did you.
Hey!
We both also predicted 1 point that DIY would win the second set, which they did not. What do you make of their DX entrance?
It was good. I mean, I
Brilliant, Andy. Thanks very much.
I don't really remember it, to be honest. So it couldn't have been that good, I suppose.
They just dressed up as DX in it.
Great.
What a moment! What a WrestleMania moment! What a history in our sport. No, this match was actually really good. I thought it was really fun. I probably would show this as like a fun match to watch if you're a casual fan. just because of the amount of, like, spots that it had, and the amount of, like, close moments you had with them getting the belts. Really good. A-Town Down Under winning the belts surprised me.
Yeah. I mean, I was watching this match with my friend and another friend who just happens to be his wife. She doesn't watch this at all. And she was like, "What's a ladder match?" And I was like,
well,
here we
you see,
here we go, you're gonna love
the
this.
clue's in the name there, you know?
But like, she was like, "So no pinning?" No, definitely no pinning. And like, literally, like, the spot where she was like, "I think they're dead," was the air raid crash that
Oh my god, that was so
Ciampa
big.
did. Like, literally, like, she was like, "I think they're fucking dead."
Yeah, I saw that and I was like,
think...
oh my god. It reminded me of, like, the TLC matches of old, a little bit.
Where they did bring out ladders and tables and chairs.
Yes, there were so many different teams in this, I thought it might be a little bit of a clusterfuck, like that one AEW ladder match with all them teams in it, but no, this was actually very, very good.
It was a bit... I found the double titles a bit weird.
Well, they had to split them somehow.
Understandably. But
I'm not mad about that.
Yeah, okay,
Same can't be said for the next match.
Uh-oh.
The Uso Civil War of Jay versus Jimmy, which saw Jay Uso emerge on top. I scored myself 3 points. You scored yourself 5 points.
Nice.
This was disappointing.
I don't think so. I think it was fine. I think it was good. It did what it needed to do. I mean,
it did what it needed to do.
And it's clear that this isn't over either because of stuff that happened.
Well, is it?
Following?
Is it?
I think they're gonna have another match. I don't think this is over.
I think that for a feud that is Uso versus Uso, such a high caliber feud for the first time in history, they really could have done more with this match. Like, they really could have, like, kicked it into another gear, could have had more finisher spots. Like, some of the storytelling was great, but then there's like a really big lull at one point where Jimmy was just literally spamming super kicks on Jay and just not even doing much, and I just felt like, where's that next level? Where's, like, the blood feud, the grudge? I don't feel that. I felt that more in the Styles Night match from Night 2. Like, that's what the Uso vs. Uso match should have been. But it lacked something for me.
I think
bored.
they're continuing. I think they're continuing this on, so it will make sense in the grand scheme of things.
Really hope so, because, like I say, this needs to be put into another gear, because it's such a high-profile, important feud. But, who's to say? With the way they set it up on Raw, I don't see them continuing this, at least immediately, but I guess we will wait and see. And then we had Damage Control versus the team of Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi, collectively dubbed the Big Three by Wrestling Twitter, which saw exactly what we predicted. Jade Cargill picking up the win for the Big Three. We each score 5 points apiece.
Nice.
So,
I mean, this was exactly what it needed to be again, really. It was like Jade looking like a fucking beast. And that's what it was designed for. That's what that was the whole point of this.
we intended to create the WWE's strongest newcomer, and we succeeded.
Ta-da!
I was dead before the match even started, purely because of the entrances. We were eating good. I'll say it in the most respectful way, we were eating good. With these appearances, with these attires, these outfits, these drips. On another level.
Oh, God.
The way I audibly made a noise when Dakota Kai came out. It was embarrassing, really. But, you know, sometimes it just hits different.
Was she in bondage gear, or am I thinking of someone else?
If you think that's what bondage gear is, then I'd love to be inside your head more times. Gotta say.
Well, no, it was bondagey. It was like...
It was black and had lines on it, sure, but we don't watch the same things on our downtime, clearly.
What? Huh?
Leaving
it
to...
it is. No, because of the fucking... Okay, we're moving on.
Yeah. You want to dig this hole even deeper for yourself? Or do you want to just move on?
I just realised, just move it on.
Mm-hmm.
Move it along.
We're moving on to the LWO versus the LWO. Sure, it was Rey Mysterio and Andrade versus Dominic Mysterio and fucking fuck. Oh no.
That's a weird luchador.
Oh yeah, that's his name.
You're not gonna make that character fucking fuck.
What was his fuck? Santos Escobar. Oh my god, I just blanked. I'm so sorry.
Wow. You're the guy who's like, Ingobernables Japan is the best thing ever.
Ingobernables?
Los Ingobernables de Japan.
The reason why I wasn't really invested in this match, which, by the way, we predicted the faces would win. They did. We got 1 point apiece. I'm so sad that Dragon Lee wasn't involved in this, because he really would have brought something different to this on a grand stage like WrestleMania, but I've seen Rey Mysterio, I've seen Andrade, and don't get me wrong, I like all of the people involved in this match, but I just couldn't bring myself to care. I actually skipped this match, so it started off, I tried to give it a chance, and I was just bored, and then I skipped to the end of it, and I saw 2 big white men in the ring, and I'm like, who the fuck are these bears? Like, where did they come from? I was completely confused about that.
The only 2 bits that I remember is, and I'm going to call him DJZ, even though that's not his fucking name.
What was his name?
See what I mean?
Cruz del Toro?
No, the guy who got yeeted off the...
Joaquin Wilde?
That's it,
yes.
That guy. And he just went, whee!
Again, I've seen that. I've seen it in NXT. I've seen it happen before. I don't really need to see it again.
Oh, I just never saw that before, so I was like, that's pretty cool.
Because as we all know, Andy Kwan does not watch NXT.
And the other thing is, it's bad when you have to bring in Taylor Swift's boyfriend's brother to save the match.
That was him. That was him.
Yeah, that's him, yeah. The bald beardy bloke. No. No, wait.
See, I know Travis Kelce, because I'm a fan of the Chiefs. And I know Taylor Swift, because I live on planet Earth. But, why? Why were they involved? What happened?
I think because they're both Philadelphia Eagles. Well, one is an ex-Philadelphia Eagles player, because Kelsey's just retired, So, and the other one, whatever the hell his name is, I don't know. I'm not American. I don't know who these people were. But
again, I fast forwarded it and I saw 2 big burly white boys just celebrating with their shirts off, and I'm like, how the fuck did this happen in this match? I really wouldn't have expected that.
They interfered wearing luchador masks. But it was abruptly clear.
Who are these new luchadors straight from Mexico?
It's Big Dave and Big Barry. New characters. No, yes, beautiful. No. So, mid. This was my least favourite match of the entire...
I skipped it for a reason. Again, I'm so pissed. It should have been Dragon Lee. You should have been able to see Dragon Lee do Dragon Lee things, but no, he got taken out for some reason. Don't quite understand why. I don't know. Missed opportunity. Andrade's great, we know this, but I've seen him many times before now. I couldn't really bring myself to care, because it was all about the main event, which was the legendary tag team match between Rock and Roman and Seth and Cody. Bloodline won. We each scored 5 points. What did you think of this match?
It's my match of the night.
No.
Just the emotion behind it alone.
I mean, the outcome was so obvious.
But sometimes that's good.
It is good, but with, like, Gunther vs. Sammy, for example, that outcome wasn't as clear. And also, I found that the tag match was mostly just finisher kick out for, like, the back end of it. And that doesn't make a good match for me. I understand why some people would think so, but... it just, I don't know. It's just kind of, it was a means to an end. It wasn't really anything more than that. It was a serviceable match. It was great moments in it, but I don't know. It just didn't really do much for me. I really liked when The Rock said fuck.
Yeah, he said fuck a lot.
He says fuck a lot.
He needs to stop saying fuck, or just let him say fuck and don't bleep it out.
Bologna, fudge, and mustard. The Rock does not fudge around.
Yeah.
The Rock will find you in the Alps if you keep counting, ref. Yeah, like I say, it was just a means
I just
to an
got
end.
that.
Yeah, great. Glad we're on the same page. But yeah, no, I just didn't, I don't know. Just kind of left a lot to the imagination for me. Just standard fare. And I don't really think it was any better than Gunther vs. Sammy was. But I'm more than happy to hear your opinions.
I mean, it's the emotion behind it. I mean, was it like a technical spectacle? No, of course it wasn't.
Well, I wasn't expecting that. I mean, to be fair, Rock did, he wrestled a match.
Yeah. And he looked alright.
You had no reason to be worried.
Yeah, so I mean,
I think about who he trained with for this match. He trained with Gallus from NXT UK, which is the Coffey Brothers and fucking Wolfgang.
oh right, yes, have you had?
So Barry was just at The Rock's house, just helping him.
So, you right, Dwayne? Yeah. Can I have a coffee? Yeah. Do you want decaf? What weird conversation that would have been like.
Like Barry from Scotland, who worked in a pub, is now training The Rock to wrestle again. It's like, what the fuck? The entrances. The entrances were great. The Rock, he wrestled like The Rock, which is great, because I didn't really enjoy his matches when he came back the first time, when he wrestled as Dwayne.
Yeah,
so
this was The Rock, and he's back, and that was really good.
And that was the end of night one. Moving on to night two.
Everybody in the ring was sad, but the Bloodline were like, hooray!
Hooray! Point your fingers. We all knew this would happen anyway, but it's fine. So, night two kicks off with Stephanie. Surprised she was called apparently. Stephanie McMahon. You would think it'd be Stephanie Levesque at this point.
You would think she would change her name.
Really putting a stamp on the Paul Levesque era. Like, you really want to move away from that last name as much as you can. And I'd be an advocate of that, regardless of anything else, even if it wasn't a new era. Just get away from the McMahon name. It's not a good thing to have around. Unless
her way of thinking is, I'm going to make this name mean something that's actually a good thing again, and then the bad thing will have Vince in front of it, and I don't know. It is a bit weird seeing McMahon.
You know what? Jeffrey Dahmer was an awful man, but no one ever talks about Kevin Dahmer and all the good he did.
Fair point, okay.
I don't know. Kevin Dahmer's made up. I just made him up to prove a point. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really matter. If someone does something that's so severely bad, it doesn't really matter who else has that name. So yeah, Jeff McMahon. No relation? Oh, a relation. Oh, great. You know?
Oh, Barry Starlin and... Barry Starlin! What the fuck?
You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter if you change your name or anything. If it's a bad family name, just don't have the bad family name. Just get rid of that part. You have an easy out, you know? Women traditionally lose their names when they're married anyway, so it's fine.
God's sake. So, yeah, she said, are you ready? And everyone was like, yeah! And then...
It was a really nice roundabout way of getting a new soundbite from a McMahon saying, welcome to WrestleMania.
That was probably the main reason, to be honest.
The only reason, I would say.
Because you don't want to keep replaying Vince going... You don't
yeah, that was it. That was exactly what he said. Yeah, you don't need that. Now you have Paul and now you have Steph saying it, so you can use that in all your video packages. Oh yeah, there was a new signature, new opening, WWE Universe. Basically the MCU intro. What do you think?
I find it weird because I was going to make this point once we spoke about the match. The Universal title, they kept referring it sometimes as the WWE title, and then sometimes they refer to it as the Universal title. So to me, it sounds like they're going to just brand that the WWE title. So if you're getting rid of the Universal title, why have you changed your entire opening thing to be the Universe?
Well,
Like,
because it's still the WWE Universe, which is the fan-based term that they've used for nigh on 10 years now. I'm surprised they didn't make that theme sooner, you know?
Yeah, I think...
Looking at it now, as of the 9th on a Tuesday, it is still a championship belt that exists. It's just Cody Rhodes is in his first reign. So I think it will be what you say, and that they will now finally merge the Universal and WWE titles, because otherwise, you do still technically have 3 world titles. Because the Undisputed Universal title was still 2 championships, it was just defended as 1. Because they made a baffling decision to do that, and I really don't understand why, but who cares? Who cares? It's not the biggest bed bug in the world to have, but yeah, they're just going to do that. They're just going to do that. They're just going to recondense it into one belt. It will keep WWE lineage, I'm assuming, because that's the whole point of it. And that'll be that. Nothing to complain about. But no, this one, I think it gives more gravitas, and it actually is a lot better than most of the previous signatures. I mean, you're never going to top the one from the mid-aughts, in my opinion. That was just the best one.
Which one was that?
Yes, sir, we promise you a great match. Curtis George, Freddie Blassie, Andre, the Giant, WrestleMania! You know.
Oh, God, I hate that one.
What the fuck are you talking about? What? Why?
You want to know what my favourite one is, and you're going to hate me.
Boom. That one?
Yeah.
The differences between us will always be so consistent. Anything from the 90s, you fucking love and will ride or die on.
Mm-hmm.
And me, anything from mid to late 2000s, that's my thing. I will ride or die with that. At least we're consistent.
Yep, that's the one thing that we can do.
And then some old fart's gonna say, the World Wrestling Federation. Da, 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 da. I don't fucking know how it goes.
The World Wrestling Federation, for 30 years, the gold standard of professional wrestling. Oh, shut up!
I mean, it was good in the 80s, but this is 2024.
Yeah, everyone was like, oh, it looks shiny.
Oh, the universe.
Like... yeah, literally in 20 years' time, we'll be like, back in my day...
it was a universe.
And now you have to wear a headset, and it's all in fucking AI or something.
Now you have a WWE brain chip right in there.
you gotta put it in your ear.
Yeah.
The fucking ear.
So,
What?
night 2 then.
Yep.
Kicking things off with the World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins vs. Drew McIntyre. CM Punk at commentary. Where do you want to start? Entrances?
Yeah, the entrances were just...
Roddy Piper came out, except he didn't. It was Drew.
It was the most Scottish thing I've ever seen.
At least it was done for an actual Scottish person this time.
Yes.
Not a Canadian. Not to disrespect, but come on.
I have no ungodly idea what Seth Rollins' entrance was.
It was the best entrance I've ever seen.
There was one guy, right, at the back of that conga line, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And he just was having the time of his fucking life.
That was me.
And he was like, he was like falling behind the pack, and he just like dancing like a fucking twat, and he was still heading up the ramp as the match was like starting.
I mean, you have your moments. You got to make the most of them.
Yeah,
I would do the exact same thing.
Ourselves. We were just like, this is just, what the fuck is happening?
That was brilliant. Like, they did their rendition of his theme, and the crowd knew what it was, and they started singing immediately. Oh, it was so good.
Yeah, no, okay, fair enough. Did Punk get an entrance?
No. Comically, no. He just appeared at the table, and then he was like, are you going to introduce me? And then Michael Cole was like, yeah, give it a minute. Wait.
What I find bizarre is in the recap, like, you know the recap videos they do at the end of the show?
Oh, yeah, that was great.
He had an entrance in that recap. I'm like,
oh, no, they didn't, as far as I'm aware, they didn't televise it. I don't know. I don't really care, to be fair.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Something else will be televised with him in it.
Yeah, fuck it. Don't worry. We'll get to that. What I find funny was that he said a line about Drew. He said, "Drew's got pipe bags. I've got pipe bombs." Pipe bags, Phil. Pipe bags. Is that what they're called? Is that the term for that windbag of an instrument? Pipe bag.
Philip
J. Brooks. You sully my last name.
Philip J. Fry. Just CM Fry. Look in my fry. Don't go in the cryo chamber. Oh God, it's the year 3000. I'll go watch Futurama again. Anyway, moving on. I don't have ADHD. Shut up.
Pipe bag.
No, he
Pipe
is
bag.
the definition of a pipe bag.
Right, the pipe bag. Like fucking bagpipes, Phil! They're bagpipes!
You would have thought he would have done his research before doing that.
You thought he wouldn't be a cunt.
Just go.
I mean, if he wasn't a stupid, empty-headed, fucking dumb fuck, if you will, we may have avoided all of this embarrassment. But no, he says he's got pipe bags, so I'm like, oh great, after a rollicking good start on night 2. Drew McIntyre immediately hits like 2 finishes, goes out to the side of the ring, and he tweets. He sends a tweet. Says, bored at work, LOL.
Drew is the best.
Drew is best.
Drew is the fucking best.
Drew is the best. And to be fair, the match was a lot more back and forth than what I thought it would be. Very finisher kick out, but nevertheless, it ends with Drew McIntyre winning the World Heavyweight Championship in front of a crowd. Everyone cries. Seth cries because he lost the belt. Drew cries because he's done this in front of people and his wife and is very, very happy about it. I cry for those same reasons. And then, Drew McIntyre stops for a minute, goes all wide-eyed. He turns to Philip J. Fry.
Yeah, he goes, pipe bags, Phil?
He
really?
heard pipe bags, yeah.
And he got so upset that he walks over, holds the belt up in front of him, thrusts his dick literally in Phil's face.
You forgot the part where he, like, crawled across the announce table like a weird animal. That was so funny.
Yeah, that was...
Gets into it with Punk, like, actually tells him stuff, and Punk is like, I can't hear a word you're saying.
I'm wearing headphones, you fucking twat. What?
Yeah.
Hey, can you not lip read? Are you dumb?
And then, yeah, Drew tells him to suck it, he poses, and then Phil swipes the legs, and he attacks him with the arm brace. Oh, no! Oh, golly gee whiz. He blows a kiss to the crowd, and then Damian Priest emerges, Money in the Bank briefcase in tow, cashes in, and wins the World Heavyweight Championship. Life is pain. Sometimes. But then, is it really?
Well, no, I mean...
This could have gone a lot worse. And I'm actually... I'm happy. I'm happy for Damo. DP. I'm happy for him.
Please don't call him any of those things. We've said this. Damo is a different person, and DP...
is Damian Priest.
No, DP means something else.
You want to talk about bondage again?
No.
No.
And I don't want to talk about double pen. Anyway, so the point is...
Double pens is when you write with 2 hands.
No,
Do you think Damian Priest can do that? Do you think he's good at DP?
Are you saying Damian Priest has 2 dicks?
One on the right, one on the left, don't we all? Anyway, shut the fuck up. Damian Priest winning, I'm happy with. Because he deserves it. He's very good.
Yes.
I'm very sad that Drew lost. But it's fine. He had the moment. Yes. And he will probably win it again some other time. Probably. If not, I don't know.
I mean, it was a clever cash-in, because it's like, okay, Drew technically won the belt in front of people.
Yes. He had that moment.
And...
they gave him that moment. They allowed him, like, room to breathe. And the story is that his obsession with CM Punk is what cost him the championship, in a way. And you can further that feud. You've got Phil vs. Drew at some point, probably for SummerSlam, if he's better by then. Or if he hasn't quit already. So, you've got that going for them. Yeah, it was fine. Let's look at our predictions, shall we? This is where it gets interesting.
Oh no.
So, you predicted that CM Punk will cost Drew McIntyre the World Heavyweight Championship.
He technically did.
He technically did, so you get 2 points.
Yeah, technicality. This is my technicality.
However,
No, after that gem of a joke.
you also predicted that Seth Rollins would win the match.
Oh,
You lose 1 point.
no, it's not too bad.
However,
Not great. No.
I predicted that
Oh.
Drew McIntyre would win the World Heavyweight Championship. I win 3 points. However, I also predicted that Drew would win with interference. So I lose 2 points. So we're both up by 1.
What's the current score right now, by the way?
Oh, I don't fucking know. We'll find out at the end.
We'll find out at the end.
Find out at the end. Fuck it, I don't know. What, you want
You
me to keep
haven't
track
been
of this?
taking notes? of the
Yes, I
numbers?
took notes of the total to find out the winner. I didn't do it sequentially.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Because I didn't know what order the card would be in. Don't be silly. What are you, a fucking idiot? Anyway. Pipe bag. What followed was what I can only describe as being akin to the right to censor match at WrestleMania 17. It was the pride of Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits and B-Fab, who, by the way, weren't even called the Pride, so I don't know where that name came from. Are they gay? The world may never know. They fought the final testament of Karrion Kross and the Authors of Pain with Scarlett. What the fuck is this group supposed to be?
Scary people.
The Judgment Day at home.
Yep.
I don't get
I'm not gonna lie. The only plus side to that group is Scarlet, and that's it. So.
Karrion Kross is still
Dull.
incredibly boring when that bell rings.
It's just.
This gimmick
I
would
don't
work so
get
much better
why-
on a different person.
I don't get why this team exists.
I don't either.
This was another piss break match. Like.
But the upside to this was Snoop Dogg on commentary. And he was fucking hilarious.
Snoop Dogg on commentary in WWE and when he was doing that like UFC Dana White's Contender
yeah.
Series. O'Malley! I'm like, yes, he's so good. He doesn't even need to know what's going on. Just give him his gin and juice or
He
load of
didn't
weed
know what the
or
fuck
something.
was going on. He just was there to vibe, and then he acted like incredibly surprised and worried whenever anyone went through a table. He was like, "Oh my
Perfect.
god, what the fuck? They do that?"
You do that here?
It's like, yeah, Snoop. It's like, this reminds me of the fights in the hood. It's like, oh god, okay.
Really? I thought you all shot each other and shit, not put each other through tables.
I didn't carry and cross, just bring a gun.
Fucking many men put me through a table.
There was a point where you had Karrion Kross and the Authors of Pain teeing off on Bobby Lashley, and it felt like I was watching a hate crime. Like, it just wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't
was
a
all
good
black
look.
people versus all white people. Oh god.
Well, the Authors of Pain aren't white per se.
Well,
But they're not black. I'll tell
okay,
you that.
not black versus black. Like,
Racism exists outside of white people, but oh my god. Oh my god, it was so fucking weird, this match. I don't even care. Like, the faces won, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they did. So, we predicted the Pride would win. I score 3 points, you score 2 points. You also predicted Little Boy Man Potato Boy would get involved in the match.
that was one of my stupid predictions.
You lost a quarter of a point. Why would your dumbass think to do that? If we were drawing, which at some point I believe we were when I was tallying up the points, if we were drawing and you lost by 0.25 points because of Little Boy Man Potato Boy, the rage would have been unlike anything I'd ever seen.
This is like the lighter thing all over again, really, isn't it?
Yeah, basically, you do it to yourself, mate. So, yeah, that match happened. I don't really care. What else happened? Oh yeah, AJ Styles versus LA Knight in a grudge match. This was good.
For Slim Jims.
The Slim Jim match. Everything about it was that he presented a random woman with the keys to the Slim Jim car. I think it was like some type of giveaway. But
She looked so confused as well.
She didn't know what to do. It's like she was comatose, or she just realised that she's a human being.
She was Linda McMahon at WrestleMania 17.
She was like an alien in like a skin suit, just not really sure where they were. They were just like frozen, and then they just immediately before the camera cut, they were like, "Yeah!"
Are you happy or sad?
The husband was so excited for her, being like, "Yeah, yeah, honey, you done it," and then she just stood there like,
This is why you shouldn't interact with the public.
This is why you should leave them the fuck alone.
Because the public are fucking idiots.
Yes, make for awkward moments. But okay, yeah, LA Knight, the gatekeeper of Slim Jim cars. I don't know. It's a weird job.
He is Slim Jim.
He's the slimmest of gyms.
What is a Slim Jim? It's like
It's
is
a
it
pepperami.
fried beef or... Is that it?
Yeah,
They're going mental about pepperami.
it's really good. It's good beef.
Oh, beef.
I don't know, I've never had one. AJ Styles, new theme. Ugh.
That don't work, dude.
You had Lone Ways, Evil Ways, Lone Wolf, AJ Styles. You had that theme on the fucking table, and you didn't think to use that? No, you gotta get Def Rebel on the fucking thing. Oh, great. Really good. Trap music. It
was shit. I just...
It'll grow on me, I'm sure, but it's not as good as Phenomenal, because that's a good theme, and I don't understand why they keep doing this.
Because I think any song that CFO $sign makes, I think they just want it going.
Yeah, but Def Rebel's a fucking cuck, and he's, like, not good at making music. He's made, like, 2 or 3 bangers, but that's it.
And his name is Def Rebel. I mean...
Let's look up his real name. Let's dox him.
If he's deaf, how can he make music?
That is actually it, yeah.
That's why his songs suck. He's just like, am I making good music? Just pressing buttons. Like, he has no idea what he's pressing. He's like, oh, I don't know, I can't hear it, for fuck's sake. Like,
You know my favourite thing about Def Rebel? Is that when I Google Def Rebel, it comes up with a petition from change.org to terminate Def Rebel's contract with WWE. It currently has 24 out of 25 signatures.
Oh, wonderful.
So yeah, if 25 people signed this, then they must do it, right?
Oh, they've got to. Def
25
Rebel.
people on the internet said so.
Who are Def Rebel?
Def Rebel is apparently 3 people. Or 2 people. Is it 2 people? Who are these people?
You know, it's bad when you just don't even have any godly idea who the fuck these idiots are.
Def Rebel is a pseudonym for DJDTP, a music production company based in New York.
It's making me sad, Sam.
They've done over 40 themes. Which doesn't surprise me, because everyone changes themes every 6 fucking months right now.
Since 2020, they've used
Fruit Loop Studio on the iMac. What the fuck is... Like I say, Roman Reigns' theme is one of the best themes ever made, and they've done that, so that's great, but then they've also done A-Town Down, so I don't really know. I feel like we're spending too much time on this. Def Rebel suck. AJ Styles' new theme isn't great. LA Knight picks up the win in an actually really good grudge match. So go out of your way to watch that if you want to. LA Knight wins. I win 5 points. You win 2 points. Yeah!
Damn it!
I hope he goes for the US title next.
Yeah!
That wasn't even a word.
Yeah!
Next we have Logan Paul versus Kevin versus Randy, who came out in a go-kart, like Mario Kart Double Dash, for the United States Championship.
Now, Logan Paul came out in a big Prime Bowl.
Giant prime bottle. And he had another prime bottle mascot with him. I thought it would be KSI. You thought it would be KSI? No one thought it would be KSI. But no, he takes off the mask and it's... a guy.
I Show Speed.
Called I Show Speed, who I've literally never heard of until now.
He does things on... to do with Fortnite and FIFA.
I already hate him. I'm glad he got beat the fuck up by Randy Orton. I'm glad he was murdered.
I'm on I Show Speed's Wikipedia. And
a treasure trove of information, clearly.
Holy mother of God, this guy is...
Does it have a section labelled controversies?
Yes.
Of course it fucking does! I didn't even know!
Oh no, it's basically, it doesn't. It just says his career and everything is to do with controversies. His career is a giant controversy. So
there's no section about controversies because he is just controversy. My
favourite bit.
He's 19.
It says here, in August of 2023, during a live stream, he jumped up from his seat due to being scared whilst playing Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach and accidentally flashed his knob to a live viewership of 25,000 people.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck, dude?
Why aren't you wearing boxers, you fucking Egypt?
Why are you scared of Five Nights at Freddy's? Game made for children. Oh, he's also sexist, and he set off a Pikachu firework inside his own house.
What a complete and utter gimp.
Well, you know what? An associate of Logan Paul isn't perhaps a good person?
Well, who knew?
What a surprise! But anyway, he got the shit kicked out of him by Randy Orton, as he should, and Logan Paul retains, which, not at all surprised about. We actually predicted that would happen. I get 5 points, you get 3 points.
Oh.
You're noticing a pattern here.
Oh.
However, I did also predict that KSI would get RKO'd. That did not happen. I lose 2 points.
Yay!
He's the comeback kid. Oh.
Or I Show Speed the...
I Show Meat kid. Brilliant.
That was something that was trending apparently according to Wikipedia.
Well, I Show Meat.
Yeah.
There's nothing as an original idea. We all just have the same ideas. We now have Io Sky versus Bayley for the Women's Championship. I didn't see this match. I was too tired, and I had to stop.
It was okay. I mean, it's a shame it was placed where it was, because I think any match in between the Logan Paul one and the main event was always going to be in a bit of a death spot.
I saw Bayley's entrance.
Yeah, no. Why was it? Why
is she Egyptian?
Yeah, I don't get that.
I mean, there's a precedent for Hispanic people becoming Egyptian, but I don't know. Did she find the Millennium Puzzle? She in Yu-Gi-Oh now? Is that a thing? Like, I don't. Maybe there's pretty important context behind it, and we're being insensitive bastards. But for now, I don't actually know. So it just seems a bit weird.
Yeah,
I just fucking love Egypt.
The match was alright, but, you know,
I've heard it be called Match of the Night by some, but I don't think so.
No.
Have you seen the main event?
Well.
Which, yeah, I mean, we predicted that Bayley would win. She did win, very deserved. 5 points apiece.
Ooh. Here we go.
It's time.
It's time.
I've been working for the last few days, but I got up at 6 a.m. and immediately went to the main event of night 2, so I could watch it without any spoilers. And my god.
Very wise. Very, very wise.
Yep. Let's just talk about it. Roman Reigns vs. Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Story's finished. Cody did it. He won. He beat Roman Reigns.
Until The Rock beats him eventually.
He did it. It was great. And this will be an immortalized moment forever. So, shut the fuck up. Doesn't matter what happens next.
No. I mean... what can you say? It was the greatest fucking thing I've ever...
This is what wrestling should be.
Yeah.
Needs to be a spectacle.
I have no words. It was just perfect. Down to the last detail. Like, it's that meme. Like, that's what this match was. It's that. It was fantastic.
Let me find your words for you. It starts off...
Cinema!
Peak Kino. Cody Rhodes comes out with a mask on. There's a big, giant version of his tattoo.
That was the one bad part about this match.
It was made by the same man who made the Fiend props for Bray Wyatt.
Was he pissed
You didn't
when he
know
made
that. You didn't know that, and now you feel bad, right?
No, I don't, because the Fiend mask looked good. That didn't. I think
it's really funny that the eyes didn't quite match up, so when you look at the mask from the angle it was presented, you just see eyebrows in the eye holes. They had to, like, pivot the camera so you could see Cody's blue eyes shifting through it. That was a choice. It's very Triple H at WrestleMania 30. It's fine. I don't really care. Brandy was there. That was cool. Pharaoh wasn't there.
That made us sad.
That was sad.
Then again, I do distinctly remember a time in AEW that they brought the dog out and the pyro went off and then the dog just went ballistic. So probably don't actually bring the dog out. Especially
what do you mean a dog doesn't like fireworks?
What do you mean the dog doesn't like fireworks?
Really bright lights and loud noises? Oh, it should be fine. Right?
Adrenaline in my wolf. Ah!
I mean, hey, maybe Pharaoh has autism and that's why he needs not to be near fireworks. Maybe he needs the headset on. Like, maybe he just needs a sensory toy or something to just chill out.
All dogs have autism.
No, not all of them, just that one.
No, all dogs don't like fireworks.
Some don't care.
Really?
Pharaoh cares a lot. Wait, Pharaoh wasn't there, sadly.
No,
Pharaoh wasn't there.
To get scared of the fireworks.
Oh, Roman was there, Cody was there, they had a match.
Okay, you know, we're talking about the dog, because we can't comment on the match. The match was too fucking good. There's nothing bad I can say about this match at all. The only bad thing I could possibly think of is...
It had a lot of padding for time. There was a
it's
lot
'cause...
of, like, delay between moves and spots of, like, just walking around a little bit, and I'm like, I had to watch it in, like, 1.5 speed, just so I could fucking get through it in time. Let's look at the time, actually. Let's see how long this lasted.
I mean, it was 33 minutes and 25 seconds.
Oh, it felt longer.
The tag match the night before was 44 minutes and 35.
That seems right, because that did go for a long time.
Yeah, well,
I don't know, it just felt, like, really long.
I didn't mind it.
If a match is that long, it needs to be paced in a certain way where you don't realise how long it is, but that's really the only nitpick I can give it. Otherwise, 5 stars.
I feel like it felt like it was going on wasn't a bad thing, in the sense of, like, Cody's surviving! Like, it's just like, Cody's surviving somehow. Here comes John Cena.
Oh, there's more before that.
Oh god, yeah, there's Sokoa. There was... No,
It starts with Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Jimmy comes out, and then Jay comes out, and then they brawl up a ramp, and they dive through some fucking tables.
Yeah, that looked scary as shit.
Who put those there?
If you look at the replay, where they, like, recap the match, it looked like they just fucking went into the void. I was like, bye!
So, okay, they've yeeted themselves off of the mortal plane, so
literally, he yeeted, legit. Down since day one-ish.
Yeet one
Into
over
the
no
void.
yeet on this night. And then Solo comes out, and everyone's like, oh, fuck off, not you again. And then John Cena appears. Because Solo Sikoa's the one who sent him packing most recently. There's a story there, and John Cena's bald spot made an appearance as well.
I've got to just okay.
That actually hurt me to look at, because, oh no, he's old now.
The guy I was watching this thing said, "Fuck me, he looks old now," and he does. He looks old.
Well, he's half the size he used to be, firstly, and secondly, his hair is twice the size it used to be, and it's really weird how it kind of, like, switched. The guy used to have, like, almost buzz cuts, and now he's balding and he decides to have comb-overs? Like, what the fuck, man?
It comes to some of us, unfortunately, Sam, and I will be there soon, where this thing on your head...
But also, aren't you, like, one of the most famous men and the most rich men in the world? Can't you just fucking get plugs or whatever?
Get a hair transplant.
Or just shave it? Like you used to for the last 20 years? I don't know. He never had long hair when he was a competitor.
He should just shave it all off.
He's done that, and it looked fine. It was fitting with his whole marine shtick, so I don't get why he's done that. But anyway, he had a bald spot. He takes out Solo.
The one other thing, he just kept doing this, like moving his hair backwards.
Yeah, he kept slicking it back, because, lo and behold, having long hair without hairspray in it, oh no, it's gonna move.
Well, not only that, it's like, look, I'm not old.
I'm hiding it. It's nothing there. You can't see my bald patch.
Just shave it off.
You should have just done the hand thing over it. Like, you can't see this. Can't see this.
He should just shave his hair off. I'm at a point where I'm like...
No, Hollywood. There's no successful bald men in Hollywood. What are you talking about? Anyway, The Rock came out.
Speaking of which,
yeah,
and he's just like effing and jeffing his way down the ramp. Like, what the fuck are you doing
out of
here?
my
Fuck
ring,
off.
John. And
Get the fuck out of my ring.
He has a stare down with him, which is like shot for shot exactly the same as their WrestleMania stare down from their first match, which I thought was a great attention to detail. So there's history there. He's like, get the fuck out of here. He gets ready to attack Cody, but then the Shield music hits.
Oh no, shit! I got it wrong. I thought it was the Undertaker next. My bad.
The Shield music, and everyone thought, "Oh my God, is it Moxley? Is it Moxley? Is it Moxley?" It wasn't Moxley. Fuck you, Tony. It was Seth, dressed in Shield gear.
It was a really weird spot in some ways because you
didn't see him before he got emaciated by Roman with a Superman punch.
Yeah, so you had to like go.
Oh, by the way, here's Seth. He's dead.
Yeah, I was like,
because they hung on that moment of like the Shield music playing, and everyone was like, no, there's no way they've got Mox. Like, there's no fucking way. And turns out they were right. There was no fucking way. Because Tony is Tony, and I will blame him for this.
It would have been hilarious if they got Kurt Angle in the Shield gear. I was like, it's got to be Kurt. Or
the secret fourth member of the Shield.
Kurt Angel.
But yeah, Seth came out in Shield gear with a chair, presumably to be Cody's Shield, as he alluded to all those years ago, but then no, and then The Rock was really angry and really mad, and he got his belt out, and then no glass, but a bell. A gong.
Bong.
The vengeful spirit of WrestleMania itself, The Undertaker.
The greatest call of all night was from Michael Cole, and he was like, "Holy Christ, it's The Undertaker!"
Holy Christ, the dead man cometh.
That's it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he's dressed like a cat burglar.
Yeah, but he has to be a cat burglar.
Why?
Because he sneaks in.
Like a cat.
Like a cat.
But he never dressed like this before now.
He's the Undertaker. Stop looking
at
it,
fuck
Sam.
it. He was the last minute replacement for Steve Austin, who probably got sick or something. I don't know.
Actually, it makes more sense.
Yeah, you can
the
twist
Undertaker,
the story
because Roman and the Undertaker had their match, so it makes more sense.
Yeah, and Undertaker doesn't like Paul Heyman, so there's that whole thing. But yeah, Undertaker chokeslams The Rock and sends him to the Shadow Realm. The lights go off and they come back on. Neither are there anymore. They're gone. Oh no.
But then The Rock does appear at the end of the match.
It's like, where did he go? How did he get back? Where's the Undertaker now? What?
I would have been so happy if they did send him into the Shadow Realm. That would have been fucking brilliant.
A good way to write him off television as well.
He's just gone.
Yeah. He's gone because the plot demands it. Fuck it. You could poke inconsistencies about this whole match, but fuck you, I don't want to. It's dumb and stupid, and that's what wrestling is, so shut the fuck up. The key point of the match comes when Roman has a chair in his hands, and he's faced with a choice between hitting Cody some more, securing his championship victory, or will he hit Seth in the back with a chair to avenge that anger from 11 years ago. Oh no, he hit Seth with the chair. He couldn't let go. He could not get rid of that revenge. And so, Cody takes advantage, hits all the crossroads in the world, and pins him. Finish the story. Bam. New champion. Everyone cries. They have a victory celebration that lasted about 20 minutes.
They're bringing out to cries.
Everyone in the locker room comes out, holds him up on his shoulders. And it's just peak. It's better than Daniel Bryan. It's the new Zenith. We've done it.
I mean, it reminded me, ironically, of WrestleMania 10. When Brett won the belt, beating Yokozuna, who's actually related to Roman. And everyone came out from the back and lifted Brett up. And it's the same sort of thing. It was a very emotional moment, and I did not cry. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, not a dry eye in the house, right?
Yeah, it was incredible. I mean, it just... Fuck me.
It's what wrestling should be. It will never be this good again. And we say that a lot, but it is honestly some of the best that it's ever been. And I'm so happy that we're in this room, because, oh my god, we've been through some fucking dog shit. Especially these last few WrestleManias. So now, I can happily eat my words and say that they fucked up last year. Because no, it was just another part of the story.
And the other thing as well is, I said this to my friend who was with, I said, when it is shit, wrestling is fucking awful. But when it's good, oh, it's like crack.
Yeah.
It's like, just give me more. Like, it's just like...
That's the adrenaline in the soul.
Whoa.
So in this match, we predicted the following. Stone Cold would appear. He did not appear.
Uh-oh.
I lost 2 points. You lost 4 points.
Oh, wanky bollocks.
We both predict 5 points that Cody wins.
Hey, there you go.
Which he did.
Good.
And I predicted 5 points that the Cody Vengers would turn up. And they did.
Yeah, they did.
So I get 5 points. Now, we have our final scores.
Oh, no.
For those who have been paying attention at home, you're quite sad, but I have the totals here. Andy Kwan finishes on a respectable 27 3/4 points.
3/4 points.
27 3/4.
It's like a fucking Quidditch score or something, really, isn't it?
I blame you. This is your doing. This is your fault. 0.25 points on little boy man potato boy. The fuck were you thinking?
I don't know. I must have been drinking at that point. I don't know.
You weren't. You're just dumb. You're dumb as fuck.
Yeah, but the potato boy man
Didn't show up.
He's a spud boy.
Because he writes for Raw now.
He's a spuddy.
He should have written himself to win the world title. Is he stupid?
Yeah, you little potato man, what the fuck?
Yes, he's now the biggest potato boy man. Anyway, We're getting lost in the sauce here. You finish on 27.75. Do you want to know my score?
You've won, haven't you?
I finish with 36 points. Second time in a row, I am your Pride of Predictions champion, because I have a brain, and I know when things happen. Ignore all those 5 points I lost, it's fine. We all know that this championship belongs with me, and I will defend it until next year again, probably. I don't fucking know. What other events could we possibly do this for? All in.
Oh shit, we're gonna actually be there as well.
We are. We're gonna defend it again for All In. But for now, we're not done with the show. But that was WrestleMania 40. What are your final summarizations of the event? I think one of the best WrestleManias we've had in a long time. Perhaps since 30.
It's up there. It's gotta be the best or one of the best.
Well, Brendan had an idea for us to rank WrestleManias, so that might be something we do in future. But, mark my words now, this is one of my favorites.
No, this WrestleMania was something else. I can't put it in words.
I'm so happy we have this new era of, like, new production qualities, new, like, camera work, new phrasing. It just feels like it's back after being dead and buried for so many years.
Yeah, for 25 years, the WWE has been... I wonder why. So, no, I mean, if this is what the future holds, then, you know, the Fed is in good hands, so...
I'm very happy
and I
with
didn't,
it.
and I also didn't mind all the Prime shit, like the Prime on the mat.
Oh, people were fucking losing their fucking minds on Twitter about the Prime bottle being there, like, it ruins the sanctity of wrestling, but when it actually fucking happened, you nothing. Nothing. Because it doesn't fucking matter. Get some perspective.
Yeah, it's... I mean, it doesn't help I watch UFC and MMA, and they just have shit all over their mats, like...
Have you ever heard of New Japan Pro Wrestling?
Yeah, they got stuff on their mats all the time.
They are fucking littered with sponsors and no one gives a fuck.
Oh,
Maybe
Sam,
get over yourselves.
I can't read the sponsors, so it's okay.
You can't read Ukes.
Some are in Japanese.
Yes, no, the Prime logo was not an issue. I had more issue with the fucking, like, LED sponsors on the side of the things. They were a bit more distracting. But again, it's not going to ruin my involvement of the match. I'm just saying, why does the chicken sponsor this match? You know what I mean, right? That was a choice. Also, Dude Wipes is the most hilarious sponsor for a wrestling event.
I saw that
The LED board can smell it. That's how bad it is.
I was like... It just... Judging from the camera, on the hard camera, it just said, dude. And it just reminded me of, like...
Dude.
Where's my car? What does mine say?
One turnbuckle says dude, the other says man.
Oh, yeah! Dude Wipes!
Dude Wipes from Dude Man Dude. Yeah.
Dudes to men! Wipe your bum, you skin.
Dudes to men, wipes to bums.
Have you washed your ass today? No? Well, you can do the next best thing. Dudes to men wipes.
You have to get
Just
a friend
wash
to
your
do
ass,
it.
people.
You can't use them on your own. There has to be a tag team effort.
Well, exactly. You can't. You gotta do like a reach around your ass. Just wash your ass, people. It's not hard.
That's the message from WrestleMania. Not dream big, you'll achieve them one day. Wash your ass. Adrenaline. Wash your ass.
Yes. And then go and touch some grass.
Another thing I hated about the event was the fucking fan signs of the giant heads in the crowd. So fucking distracting. They were there all night as well. These two cunts, like, I hate them.
These two cunts.
I fucking hate them. You are so fucking selfish. Think of the people behind you. Not only the people behind you who can't fucking see you because you had to have your giant fucking wanker head on the fucking...
No. You know when The Rock and John Cena did their stare down?
Yep.
And they're blurred out, but you can see their big wanky heads.
Yep.
Like, fuck off, you cunts.
It would be fine if it was like a couple of times in the event. It was for most of the event. You fucking self-aggrandizing wankers. I hope you fucking burn. You ruin everything. The Cody head was fine.
That, it was alright.
The giant Cody head right in front of him, that was fine. It was because of them two dickheads, like, putting themselves on these fucking signs. I'm like, fuck you. Sincerely.
It's not like they did, like, that Kurt Angle face and do something funny.
Oh, no, it's just two random dickheads.
Like, it was just like...
why are you this important? You're not. Shut the fuck up. Go away.
Like, how much money must that cost them?
How much money do they pay to sit there and hold up two giant fucking dumb heads? Oh, I hate them. I really do. That's a lesson. Wash your ass and don't blow up your head. I don't know, man. We're not exactly moral compasses ourselves, are we? Speaking of... Really. Tony Khan, All Elite Wrestling. We have to talk about this because, oh no, we need to get our reactions before the disaster, potentially.
Oh my lord in heaven. Right, so CM Punk appeared on the MMA Hour and said, basically, the too long didn't read version is, Tony Khan is a twat. So,
all he did was choke a co-worker. That's fine, isn't it?
And he basically said, like, look, I didn't do a hell of a lot to Jack Perry. I just choked him a bit.
Choked him a little bit.
And Tony Khan's side of the story has always been, I feared for my life.
I thought I was going to die.
So, it's a bit of a contrast.
Like, that's what gets me about it. He says he feared for his life. That must literally imply the thought that he thought he was going to die. Like, how else do you possibly interpret that statement of, I feared for my life? You feared for your safety, sure, I get that. But you feared for your life. You thought he was going to murder you, Tony.
So in response to CM Punk being on this show, on Wednesday's Dynamite, they've acquired the CCTV, or allegedly the CCTV footage from All In, with the incident with CM Punk and Jack Perry, and they're gonna play it live and have the Young Bucks talk over it. I think it's bollocks, personally, and it's not actually gonna be the real thing. It's just gonna be a parody. It's a swerve. But everyone, such as Sean Ross Sapp and Dave Meltzer and Brian Alvarez, are like, LOL, this is the real thing. And I'm like, I don't think this is a good idea if it is, because do you want to be sued? Like, there's no upside to any of this. The only time I've ever agreed with Eric Bischoff is this. There is no upside. If it turns out that it is not as bad as what Tony Khan's saying, then he's going to look like a twat. Punk's not even in your company anymore, so who gives a shit? And then, even if it does look as bad as it does, you let this happen. So, there is no upside. I don't understand why. I understand to the degree where you need to defend the company, going, we're not shit, LOL. Fair enough.
Where the big boys play.
Yeah, we're not shit, and I get that bit, but I think I don't get it. I don't see the point in doing this. If they did this like the next night or something, then fair enough. But that was in August, and it's April now, for God's sake. So I just don't see the point, and I think it's a work. I think we're all being worked, and I don't think it's real. No, it can't. It can't be the real thing. It's a ploy to get people to watch Dynamite. It's not going to be a real thing. And if it is, then they're fucking stupid. Like, it's not going to help. I don't get it. Everyone just looks like a knob in all this. So why the fuck? All Phil needed to do was just shut the fuck up and just say to Ariel Helwani, I'm not talking about that anymore. I'm done with these twats. I'm off. I'm with WWE now. He didn't need to say anything. He just said, because even Ariel Helwani said, if I'm saying anything you don't want to talk about, just tell me. Philip,
please say you don't want to talk about it.
Come on, Phil.
Feeling hot under the collar here, Phil.
Did you know, Ariel, that in Scotland they have pipe bags? Like, fuck's sake. I wish both sides of this would just, and I politely, as a guy trying to potentially get into the business, which maybe I should.
Oh, can I say what you want to say?
Yes.
Shut the fuck up.
Perfect. There you go. Look, that's all both sides need to do. Just let it go now. Like Frozen. Just let it go. It's over. We've moved on. It was a bad time in our lives. We've made mistakes. Move the fuck on. Just move on. Move on. Be done with it.
There's a couple of pieces of supplementary information about this. The quote I can get from Punk is that he has nothing to hide over the AEW brawlout, and says Tony Khan is not a real boss. I like this guy. He says what we're all thinking. For real though, Tony, we've said it before on the show, and it's been echoed across the echo chambers, he's not a great boss. He is in some instances. He's very emotionally in tune with, like, tribute pieces for deceased wrestlers and charity work and all of that good stuff. He's good at that. But he does also throw bitch fits and is unable to manage his talent to the point where you had all of this drama happen. And people are still fucking talking about it over a year, 2 years after it's happened. AEW Dynamite has promoted with the following phrase: the Young Bucks present backstage footage from All In and will discuss for the first time. Everyone's assuming it's Punk and Perry. Dave Meltzer tweets that it will be Punk and Perry footage. I am in agreement with Andy. I think it's going to be a giant goof and a gaff. It's going to be either the Young Bucks dicking around backstage, not at all related to Punk and Perry, or it will be them dressed up as Punk and Perry, making fun of the interaction, and using it to further whatever fucking storyline they've got. What did the Bucks do at All In? Do you remember?
They faced off against FTR.
It will probably be something relating to that.
Yeah,
I cannot imagine. And yes, Dave says it, and yes, Sean says it, and Brian says it, but why would they tell the truth to these journalists? Why would they turn around and say, oh yeah, we're just going to play a silly, goofy, fun movie, it's not actually going to be the footage? Like, they're going to want to lie to these people who a lot of people put trust and stock into, which I couldn't tell you why, they're wrong more than half the time anyway. So, you've got that going for them, in that they're being lied to, they're being worked, and even if they're not, even if this is the real footage, first of all, I want to see it. There's a sick, twisted part of me that really fucking loves the idea of, like, lost media and found footage and things like that. So if they're gonna air this legitimately, number one, it would be psychotic of Tony Khan to do that, because reports have said that he has been able to air this footage with no legal repercussions, basically since it happened. And he was going to, at one point, according to Dave, but he decided not to.
I guess from a legal standpoint, if it actually happened, what are you supposed to do?
All they're doing is airing CCTV footage that is at their own discretion. Like, if you have the tape, there's nothing in the law that says you can't upload this. It was in a public forum. It's not like it was on private property. It was in backstage at a stadium. The reason why they have cameras there in the first place is to combat football hooliganism.
Yeah.
For these fucking reasons, because they will then be able to prosecute the people who cause the problems. So, if they do have the footage, there's nothing in the books that would deem it illegal. But the big question is why? It's like you said, what do they actually gain from this? For one thing, Punk isn't in the company anymore. If anything, the PR machine has turned him into a fucking hero again, which I don't subscribe to. Jack Perry is in New Japan on an excursion, and he's a whole bag of worms that we can leave for another day. But unless he's coming back to join the Elite, which, fine, sure, gives him something to do in it, I don't... What do you gain? What do you gain out of this? If you're looking for a ratings pop, great. One show throughout a whole year with one spike. And then the rest, nothing.
I mean...
Because nothing's going to keep these people who want to tune in to see this footage coming back. They're going to tune in, see the footage, and then go back to watching WWE again.
Yeah.
So, you've got that. And besides, ratings needs to be a week by week by week thing. If they have one spike in 1 week, it does not fucking matter at all. No. And TV ratings don't matter in the year 2024 anyway, but...
And the other thing as well is, okay, what the only one plus side is, let's say it shows Punk as a liar. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, what... Like,
what did we get into trouble for saying in November?
Was a hypocrite.
What? Yeah. It's known. This is known, Khaleesi.
You know what I mean? Like, that's like saying the sky is blue. My cat.
We're gonna air footage of the sky right now so we can see it's blue. We're gonna have the Young Bucks talk about it.
We're going to air footage.
Nick, did you think the sky is blue? No, Matt, I didn't think that at all until I saw footage.
Wow.
What a waste of fucking time. You could be promoting Samoa Joe vs. Swerve, you could be promoting your fucking pay-per-view that's happening at the weekend, maybe?
Is it this weekend?
It's April 12th, isn't it?
What?
Yeah. Yeah, it's this weekend.
They're not even promoting the fucking pay... What is... No! Why are they...
Oh, no, it's the 21st. 21st.
Oh, thank God. I was going to say, Jesus Christ.
I thought it was the 12th, but no, it's the 21st. It's next weekend. So, still, it's next weekend. And what are you doing? Oh, Matt and Nick are going to talk about the all-in footage that happened all those months ago. Oh, great. What does it do? Just put the fucking thing out on Live Leak. Who gives a fuck? Why are you dedicating TV time to this?
Well, why don't they just upload it to YouTube?
Exactly! Just fucking put it on the internet, and then it will go, and then you don't need to dedicate precious airtime, which could be otherwise spent building your fucking pay-per-view. Instead, you're just going to be showing the Young Bucks fubbing each other off in a backstage clip from All In.
That's why it's a work, because you
It's
just
not
upload
real,
it to YouTube.
guys. If it is real, then what the fuck? If it's not real, then you're stupid for thinking it was real.
When WWE did the exact same thing about Punk's, basically his arse.
The boil on his arse, yeah. They uploaded intimate footage close-ups of his arse onto their website. They didn't
Just
come
do
out
that
on
then.
Raw. Stephanie wasn't out there being like, hello, here's CM Punk's bottom. Like, that's not what happened.
Vince may have done that, but I don't know if Steph would.
You know what I mean, though. It's just,
Yeah,
like, this whole thing is so dumb, and it makes AEW look bad. That's the main thing. This does nothing but make them look bad. As someone who has bought fucking tickets to see All In, you're making me regret that more every day.
I just want this escapade to be over. And if this finally ends it, alright, fine. But I just... Tony. Like, just let it go. Let it go. We've all moved on.
But he said bad things to Ariel from The Little Mermaid.
It doesn't matter. He's the Little Mermaid. It doesn't matter. Yeah, but I feel bad. It doesn't matter.
My feelings were hurt. My life was in danger. CM Punk was going to kill me.
I just can't.
I'm going to punish Jack Perry for it for no real reason, because that's my only option, and then he's going to go off to Japan and be a goat. Oh. What fucking world are we living in, Andy?
Oh, just let it go now, for fuck's sake.
AEW turns more into TNA whilst TNA still exists. It's a remarkable thing, really. Imagine that, Dixie Carter is going to air footage of Jeff Hardy backstage at Victory Road. It's that fucking level of, like, why are you doing this? It does nothing. Besides potentially popping a rating for 1 week. And then people will see the rest of the show and be like, oh, what's Cody doing? You know? It's just really sad. It's really fucking sucks.
I can't.
We couldn't just have a good show today. We had to fucking talk about something dumb that Tony's done. Who would have thought? We can't go a fucking show without it. It's just, there's always something.
I do wonder if AEW... And I've said this a million times. They just need to hire someone to manage this thing. That's not.
Well,
they need
Andy, I know exactly who they should hire.
Oh, who's that? Kenny the Cat?
By God. The time has arrived.
Jim just needs to run AEW.
CM Punk has no boil on his ass.
Boom boom.
Boom boom. Here comes Lee Moriarty. What? Jim Ross. MJF will assault my ass.
Boom boom. just please.
Just get someone. Just get JR to do it. What the fuck's he doing? Anything? No? Alright. Have him run the company and see what happens. He'll bankrupt it in a week.
You got Jeff Jarrett there, for fuck's sake. Look, I don't get it.
I'd rather him win the world title again than see this shit. If that played at the end of Dynasty, I would honestly laugh my ass off. We're back to the good old days, Andy. Wrestling is at its peak again.
Hooray! We're finally here. So
all it took was Jeff Jarrett.
And Triple H. Who knew? We just have to... The only way wrestling can be good is with Jeff Jarrett and Triple H. We thought that was the worst time. It turned out it was the best time. Fuck. No!